Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Getting Off. I am your host, the patron saint of podcast, and the warden, Matt Ritter, and I'm with my co-host this evening. She is host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd and Storytime with the reigning, defending, undisputed trick or trivia champion, Ms. Katie Kinsey Bay.
Hello.
Look, Will and Allison, our creatures of the night, are in the chat.
Hi, guys.
Sorry we're a little late. Katie and I were both watching The Last of Us. And if you don't want spoilers, now would be a good time to mute us, and then I'll scissor like this when you can unmute us. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. What the fuck is Ellie's problem?
She's a stupid little 19-year-old who won't appreciate her surrogate dad and everything he's done for her.
Is she upset that he didn't let her get murdered and dissected? Is that what her problem is?
Kind of. But, like, she also, like... So, obviously, there's, like, a time difference between the end of the first season and now. It's, like, 5 years or something. She thought she had a purpose. And, Joel did lie to her. It was like, the Fireflies, they raided us, and I had to shoot my way out, basically, and save you. But, like... You're alive because of him, Ellie. Show some fucking respect.
You're about to get the hottest piece of ass in the fucking fort.
Dina's so pretty.
Town, whatever it is. Like,
it's town.
Life is good for you despite the homophobic old man in the church.
And then she has the audacity to get mad at Joel for sticking up
for
her.
No, he restrung your guitar. He's going to therapy with a woman that hates him.
Which I have to remember stuff after the fact. Because, I did watch the recap in the beginning. But I remember the name Eugene.
Yeah.
I remember it from the game, too. But, it's not, clicking. Also, fuck Abby and her stupid Fireflies. She's like, we need to kill Joel. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't remember what Abby... I know Abby's problem with Joel is Joel killed a bunch of Fireflies, saving Ellie and escaping.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember Abby too much. And I don't remember Eugene, but I'm pretty sure Eugene was infected, and that's why he got shot.
I think so. I think that was... if I remember vaguely, that is the gist of it. And no... Catherine O'Hara wants to be all mad.
Hey, you kill my wife. I don't care if it was for a good reason or not. I'm going to be pissed too.
Yeah, but she's like, it's the way you did it.
All right.
Ma'am, we don't remember.
That's enough Last of Us.
All right.
We got other shows to talk about, Katie.
Yeah. So, the last time we did this, I was only halfway through season 2. As of now, I have finished season 2. But then, of course, as people know, I'm watching House and Dexter simultaneously, so I had to watch season 4 of House, which was very good. Some good plot twists of House. People are into that. But my thoughts on the rest of season 2 of Dexter. Deb is weird. Still.
I love Deb. I don't know what your problem with Deb is.
She's got... why is... She had the weird thing with the FBI guy, Lundy, and then got, upset when he was like, bitch, I got a piece. You knew he wasn't gonna stay. The fuck? She's got attachment issues, and that's coming from someone with abandonment issues. I understand. Rita's mom sucks. She's just, bad vibes, bad juju. But Rita said, get the fuck out of my house, bitch. Verbatim. That's exactly what Rita said. So that was fun. Dexter's mom being an informant and fucking around with Harry. I almost forgot his name. Dexter's surrogate dad kind of shit. Adopted dad. That's the word I was thinking of. Crazy. Cool plot twist. Did not expect his mom to be an informant, but that makes sense as to why she gets fucking murdered.
In the prequel series that I watched, Original Sin,
yeah,
dive pretty deep into that whole relationship and how all that came to be and all that shit. And
okay.
Like I knew that she was an informant and that, but I forgot that Harry was fucking her. So like when that came back up, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, Harry, you are a piece of shit.
Which is crazy because like Dexter's just trying to be Dexter, trying to do his thing, as Dexter does. Yeah, that was crazy. I read this really sloppy. Oh, Dokes explodes.
Okay, we're finally there. I thought that was a season 1, and when you didn't talk about that in season 1, I couldn't remember when it happened. But yeah, no, Dokes is gone.
Which I was shocked. Which like also Lila,
but also relieved, right? Because like
he was
a fucking problem. Life. He was a fucking problem, right? Like
he was a fucking problem. I do appreciate Dexter trying to low-key frame Dokes, but then shit got too far. And then he had to keep him in a cage, and then Lila showed up because she's Tommy. Because Lila's fucking batshit crazy, and she said also she definitely like has set multiple things on fire. She was talking about how her ex-boyfriend or something burned her apartment down or some shit, and then she burned her own apartment down just to like get Dexter back. Also, Dexter's a piece of shit because how you gonna be like, oh, Rita and I are kind of on a break, and then immediately go sleep with Lila, and then Rita's like, but I love you, come back. So that was all crazy. He was in a throuple for a hot second.
It's weird because like from what I remember, and it's been so long, I feel like Dexter isn't a sexual person, which is why he chose Rita, because Rita has issues in that department.
Yes, she does.
Has she gotten over those issues yet?
Yeah, they're pretty chill. They're pretty chill now, in that aspect. And then the kids are all like,
Lila is just one of those crazy hot. Like, no, she is like,
she wasn't an addict. She's crazy.
She is crazy, and she's got that weird, like, crazy hot thing about her. Like, no, she's trouble. You know she's bad. Yes. Hence the crazy, Katie. Remember that entire conversation that we've had multiple times about you don't stick dick, you're digging crazy? And yes. I'm like, I've never heard that before. I think that is incorrect. You always do.
No. Lila. Also, the fact that she high-key kidnapped the kids and tried to kill them as well. Big no-no.
She's crazy, yes.
She's an arsonist.
Yes.
What's happening?
Tommy's a sexual person. Will is also a sexual person, which we know because, we found out about, Will having strap-ons and shit a couple episodes ago on Smack and Raw.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? What else
I'm surprised Allison's not more into this Dexter conversation.
I know, this was her thing. So, CM Punk. Except the ruin my life part. I don't remember. Oh, I remember. I put Dexter is Batman.
Okay.
Because I don't remember in what part. Again, this has been a minute since I've even watched season 2 at this point. They're investigating like some crime scene at like a comic book. Inescapable. I thought, oh my god, okay. He's on your side. They were investigating a crime at a comic book store or something, and the guy like created a supervillain or superhero kind of based off of the Bay Harbor Butcher. And then I was like, oh my god, Dexter is Batman. That's kind of fucking cool, if you think about it.
Well, we're talking about Dexter, Will. So, like, this was Allison's shit. Katie's journey through Dexter and season 2. That's what she would comment about.
Yes. And exciting, motherfucker. I can't.
Shout out to
Lila.
I want to thank
don't
everyone.
get me wrong. Lila's hot, but like Jesus, Dexter.
And she's not even like really my type, like body wise. Like that's not really what I go for. But like,
she's very tiny.
That face has, I don't know. There's something about the face.
Lips.
Season 2 is much better than season 1.
Season 2 was so much better.
Reek would make a good dokes if we ever did like a Dexter group cosplay. You know.
Surprise, motherfucker. See, that was season 1, and then he blows up in season 2. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
His arc.
You guys can check us out here at twitch.tv/creationworld. You guys can also check us out at youtube.com/creationworld. Do those things, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, get notified every time we go live. I like to refer to it as flicking the bean. So flick that bean, get notified every time we go live, whether it is Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central for Smack and Raw. Every other-ish Sunday, maybe, we'll see. The next couple weeks are gonna be crazy because I might have to work overnight, so like times are gonna be weird, and we'll have to figure some stuff out. Also, the next Smack and Raw is gonna be on Monday at like 5:30
during
after
the
WrestleMania,
day.
during in the evening. Just hit the fucking notification bell, and then you don't have to worry about it. Just do it. Just do it. All right. No, I plug shit. All right. Anyway, Katie,
Matt.
Where is it? No, we don't have one.
Are you in the right thing?
We don't have one. Yeah.
We do. Do we not have one for this? I think we normally do. It's fine. We don't need one.
You're in charge. It's your show. I'm going to shut the fuck up until you talk to me and make me talk again.
Like right now. Okay. Hold on. Gotta find my notes. This one. So, have you seen the Wes Craven film, The Breed?
Yes.
Do you know that there is a remake / meta twist movie coming out May 16th called A Breed Apart?
Yes.
It's because you have a trailer. So would you like to see trailer or hear what it's about first?
Tell me. Well, I mean, I'm vaguely aware of The Breed, so yeah. Why don't you tell us what it's about? Give me a recap.
Okay. Reek has also never seen Dexter, and people aren't getting on his case.
Well, he's not my best friend in podcasting, so.
Oh my god. Okay, so in A Breed Apart, which comes out in theaters on demand May 16th, when Violet accepts an invitation to a private island with some of the world's most famous social influencers, she expects a weekend of unrivaled viral opportunity. She soon becomes part of her own horrific reality show when the guests are pitted against each other to capture the island's legendary man-eating dogs before they become victims of the monstrous canines.
No, don't leave. Don't leave.
I didn't say it. You said it.
I had to say it because you gave me shit in the chat for saying what I said. I love you, Reek.
It's okay.
In the IG, I posted the Dokes picture and I tagged you so you can see what we're talking about.
He actually would be a good Dokes.
He could make a good Dokes. All right, A Breed Apart. You ready?
A Breed Apart. Yes. Trailer time. Maybe.
Oh, I have to select the screen.
You've done this before. First day on the job.
I don't know what else can go wrong with this picture.
Yes, that is Hayden Panettiere for those asking.
Yes.
Maria!
Oh, we did watch this. I have seen this.
Yes, it is, Reek. I also didn't know it was from Dexter.
Hey, when do we get to meet the man himself?
He is counting down the seconds till he gets to meet you guys.
Virginia Gardner.
Welcome to Vince-topia.
We got a live stream ASAP.
15 years ago, this island became a Hollywood horror story.
He's down.
The film was never finished because the animal trainers just vanished. We are here to help rescue the free-roaming dogs. Whoever bags the most tail waggers will be winning this entire island.
I hate his mustache.
Yeah.
The dogs can't wait to meet you.
Oh,
The music,
so
though.
cute.
I want the dogs to win.
It's crazy.
The only way out here is gonna be through the
Dystopia party boat.
way on the other side of the island.
We're gonna need some weapons.
I really think you should see this.
Uh,
What they were doing
chick
here.
that just did the crossbow, I'm pretty sure was from Shazam.
Shazam. Probably. I don't know.
Go. We all want to get off this island.
I told you the music's fucking dope.
I mean, I love Hayden. I'm still rooting for the dogs.
Not the dogs.
Play dead.
She said, "Play dead, bitch." Yeah. So, thoughts? Alice said, "Not the dogs."
I want the dogs to win. We did watch this on Creation Conversation, so I was familiar with it.
Travis literally took all of my shit.
I know he did.
Irritating.
But I
Irritating.
enjoyed rewatching it. I'm still rooting for the dogs. My opinion has not changed. This does
Why does
not
this
look like
the
this
worst
does-
movie ever.
What do you mean this looks like the worst movie ever?
It's a remake, and they're trying to make it like hella meta, and I don't know.
It's never going to be as good as what Wes Craven did because they're not
It's
Wes
Wes
Craven.
fucking
But,
Craven.
you know, he invented meta, and everyone is just a cheap imitation.
Yeah.
It looks fun to me. I don't think it looks like the worst movie ever. But yeah, no, I definitely want the dogs to win.
Honestly, they might. We don't know. May 16th. That's my sister's birthday.
Aw.
So I will not be going to see this in theaters.
You should take your sister for her birthday.
She doesn't like horror movies.
Listen, I've never seen your sister in my life. She looks like she loves dogs.
She's more of a cat person, but yeah, she likes dogs. They're okay.
Of course she is.
What does that mean? Of course
Nothing.
she is.
Nothing.
Trying to talk shit about my sister. We will fist fight.
No,
right now.
I'm not.
Fist fight you. Anyways, more remake slash revival news. You a fan of Carrie?
Yes, I actually watched the original Carrie movie and the Chloe Grace Moretz remake within like the last month because I got into C's. It was like right before I got into like Children of the Corn and Child's Play.
So we're not getting a new movie. We're getting a series.
Okay.
8 episodes. Prime Video. My guy, Mike Flanagan.
Flanaganiverse.
Flanaganiverse. Writer, showrunner, and director of several episodes. They don't have an official Carrie yet.
I'm guessing his wife is going to probably be like the gym teacher.
I hope Keith Siegel's in some way, shape, or form.
Carla
but
Gugino has to be the mom.
he doesn't have to include all of them, but I wouldn't be opposed.
No, just his wife and Carla Gugino. Fuck everybody else.
True.
His wife for you and Carla for me.
Carla also for me. I get both. You have a wife. I don't. I take both. They're both for me. But oh god, I'm gonna mispronounce her fucking name. Sienna. I don't even know what the fuck her last name. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce it. We're from Resident Evil.
Okay.
Not like the old Resident Evil movies, like the weird like one they did not that long ago. Has been cast as Sue Snell.
Yes.
Again, no Carrie, but Summer H. Howell from Curse of Chucky, the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in talks to play Carrie.
Okay.
Same with the little girl from Hereditary who gets her head cleaned off. Hereditary?
No, I know. It's just if I'm thinking of the same person you're thinking.
Yeah. Little girl, orange hoodie. You know the vibes. But again, that was just one of the conversations. It might be her, but it feels like Summer H. Howell is very more in the lead to be Carrie. As he looks up. I don't know what her name is.
Millie Shapiro.
Sure. Her.
I mean, okay. I guess. It's just weird.
I mean, it's going to be a, quote, bold and timely reimagining. That's all the information we have as of now. Because, I mean, obviously you can't really film anything if you don't have a Carrie.
I trust Michael, but
government man. I trust Michael Flanagan.
To be fair, this is not really, as far as I'm aware, the source material doesn't really lend to an 8 hours worth of stuff. Maybe, I don't know, possibly. So it'd be interesting, and then also timely reimagining kind of worries me.
Also, the word bold.
Yeah, bold is definitely
bold
terrifying.
Strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off for him.
Definitely terrifying.
Well, we'll see. Okay, next. Thoughts on Predator.
Love it.
Did you know that there are multiple new Predator things being made?
Vaguely, yes, aware.
So, the same guy who did Prey.
Awesome movie.
Prey. Dan Trachtenberg is his name. Did Prey. He's also doing Predator Badlands, which is the other one we're not talking about. He did both of those. I just background information. This is called Predator Killer of Killers.
Okay.
Now, would you like background information or trailer?
I think we're gonna go trailer first for this.
Okay.
I am aware that this is animated, but I've not seen the trailer.
The animation style is very cool.
This was on the docket, and we went for, I think, The Breed Apart over this, or we went for something else over this. So we did not watch the trailer for this.
Travis is gonna catch hands. Tell him to stop putting horror stuff in there for you. That's my thing.
I'll try.
I get it. Only 2 weeks, please. Fuck yeah.
4 centuries. They have hunted. The deadliest warriors. On June 6th.
No, this is a
from the director of Prey.
You are old enough now.
It's an anthology movie.
It's time I tell you about the monster.
That's a big fucking predator.
Yeah. Me.
What the fuck was that?
Kill it. Or it will kill us all.
Yeah.
I would love them to make like a really cool Predator RPG, or I want to play a full-on storyline as the Predator. Maybe kill some xenomorphs along the way.
Okay.
I mean, I watched Bad Batch. I watched all the Star Wars stuff and everything, and the animation style looks very similar. So, like, I could get into
It's
this.
also turn this Dragon Ball shit off. What is this?
Hold on, wait.
Track. Play that
fucking
track.
Okay.
Get out of here! Stop.
Listen, it's a good song.
Who cares?
As the Dragon Balls.
You're a Dragon Ball.
Cross my wife's
it's also,
face.
Stop it. If anyone has seen Arcane, it's the same kind of animation style as that, which is based off of a video game. The animation style looks super cool. Hulu, June 6th. Here's the premise.
Yeah, Katie. Yeah, Katie.
I haven't seen it. That's what I got against it. I'm watching too many things. Right? And that's nothing I don't have against it. We're not here to. Anyways, the synopsis for Predator Killer of Killers. An original animated action adventure film set in the Predator universe. Blah, 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 blah. The anthology story follows three of the fiercest warriors in human history. A Viking raider guiding her young son on a bloody quest for revenge. A ninja in feudal Japan who turns against his samurai brother in a brutal battle for succession. And a World War II pilot who takes to the sky to investigate an otherworldly threat to an allied cause. But while all these warriors are killers in their own right, they are merely prey for their new opponent, the ultimate killer of killers.
That's not even PEDs, dude. That's not even performance-enhancing drugs. That's fucking gamma rays. Like, that thing was hulked the fuck out.
Yeah, so anthology, different killers in history taking on Predator.
Okay. I'm down. Like I said, it looked really cool. I'm definitely going to watch it. They also, because like Alien and Predator, like kind of the same universe, obviously. And Alien Earth, I've been waiting for. So I can't wait for that. Like, give me more Alien, give me more Predator. Just don't ever give me Alien versus Predator Requiem again, please, God.
Give me Alien or give me Predator. Get it?
Yeah. I got it.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Blowing it. I have like weird energy today. I don't know. Maybe it's because Young Kings was like over 2 hours earlier. So
Could be.
I don't know. I'm sitting in this chair too long. Anyways, next up, not a trailer. That's after this. The Silence Game. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. Well,
I mean, is it the same game that I play with my daughter where I'm like, see who can not talk the longest?
No, it's going to be a movie.
Spoiler, she always loses.
Well, she's a toddler / kid. So, yeah. Psychological thriller. We do love those. Sarah Yarkin? Did I pronounce her name? From the newest Texas Chainsaw.
Okay.
The curly haired one.
Yep.
I think who gets her head cleaned off in the end, right? Is that her?
I thought it was a sister that survived, but I will double check.
I don't know yet. It just says Sarah Yarkin, who also appeared in Happy Death Day to You, as well as Motherland, Fort Salem, and School Spirits. I thought she was the curly-headed one who got her head changed.
Yeah, no, yeah. So she was the sister that died, not the one that survived.
Yeah. So proud of myself. So we don't know much about this. She is the lead in this new movie. Also, Nicholas Cirillo, I don't know these names, from Outer Banks has also signed on to star. The Silence Game follows a disillusioned young man who, after following a mysterious woman into a camp of outsiders, falls under the influence of a charismatic leader preaching virtue in the silence game. Unnerving that's a cult. An unnerving game with simple but terrifying rules. As the ideology takes a darker turn, he must grapple with its intoxicating philosophy before it spirals into something far more sinister. Bum, bum, bum. I mean, I do like a good psychological thriller. I do like a good cult movie. I might be down.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of information about it, obviously, because they're just slowly getting like people and stuff signed on. But I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It has a cool premise. I'm gonna wait for the trailer.
I know.
I'm a visual learner.
I'm a visual learner. I use my eyes, my peepers. I have four eyes, so
You have 4 eyes,
yeah. People used to call me Four Eyes because I wear glasses.
which has always been weird to me because like glasses aren't eyes.
I know. And like I can see without them, guys. Like I promise.
And it doesn't
That's
even like
fine.
make it look like you have 4 eyes. Like it's not like it looks like you have a second set of eyes.
Yeah. I don't know. People are weird and they're disrespectful. But I digress. Matt,
Katie.
what is one of my favorite horror movies of all time?
Scream.
Besides Scream.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Not that.
Hellfest.
No.
Hell
on.
House LLC.
Yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. And we are getting the 5th and potentially the final installment of the Hell House LLC franchise. And this is releasing in theaters this summer. And it is not found footage.
I don't like that already.
I'm intrigued. Now, do you want premise and synopsis or teaser trailer first?
Premise and synopsis. I need to find out how we got from Lake of Fire to not being found footage anymore.
Well, there's also a 4th movie in between those that I actually haven't seen, and I need to see.
I haven't either. We should.
It's because I can't find anything for fucking free, and I don't want to pay for it because I'm cheap.
Then you must not really love Hell House.
I do. Stop it.
Because listen, if there's something I love, I'll pay for it.
I also just haven't been able to like find it. Well, because I was like, I needed a break after Lake of Fire because I was like, Lake of Fire was a choice.
There's a hooker that'll vouch for it.
What?
I said if I like something enough, I'll pay for it. There's a hooker that'll vouch for it.
Okay, so Hell House LLC lineage.
Yes.
Lord. Yeah, honestly, Allison, I agree. The synopsis. Haunted by visions and reoccurring nightmares years after a near-death experience, Vanessa Shepard from Hell House LLC Lake of Fire, it's the 3rd one, finds herself living in the town of Abaddon, unable to break free from its unexplainable hold on her. When people around her suddenly and inexplicably begin to die, she soon uncovers her terrifying connection to the Abaddon Hotel, the Carmichael Manor, which is the 4th movie, and the mysterious murders that have been occurring for decades. Now, go ahead.
So wait, the 4th movie doesn't take place in the hotel?
Well, it's the same building. It's just before it became the Abaddon Hotel. It was a...
Okay.
So obviously Vanessa Shepard from the 3rd movie, same actress and everything, has come back for it.
Boo.
Same writer and director. What are you saying boo for?
Hell House LLC Lake of Fire was terrible.
But she was fine. And at least it's the same person.
It's
and I
all
knew
tainted.
it was.
It's all tainted by Lake of Fire.
Relax. I know. So the installment sees the return of several characters from Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor, which is the 4th one, including the Carmichael siblings, Patrick, Catherine, and Margaret. We don't know them. Also returning are Margot and Rebecca, who, I guess this is a spoiler, met their demise in the Carmichael Manor And Alice Harper, the documentarian and journalist, played by an actress, who I assume is from the fourth one. Because I don't remember the name Alice. But, yeah, the teaser trailer isn't much, but it's a teaser trailer, so hence tease.
Let's get teased.
Hull House was not the first incident to happen in this town. Hull House was not the first incident to happen in this town. Hull House was not the first incident to happen in this town. Hull House was.
Fuck that clown, dude.
Nightfall, all things die and never come back.
I will be seeing this in theaters, by the way. I will be going. The fucking Dragon Ball thing's playing again. Get rid of it. Down at the bottom, I can see it. No, I can see it.
Oh, okay. Play that fucking track.
Yeah, it not being found footage kind of threw me through a loop because I was like, the fuck? That's what you're based off of? But I mean, I guess that makes sense because she's not like really like investigating the hotel. She's just living in the town still.
The town's name is Abaddon as well?
Mm-hmm.
Was it always named Abaddon?
Mm-hmm.
Who names the fucking town after a demon? And then names a hotel after a town named after a demon when a bunch of people died in the building that you turn into a hotel in a town that's named after a demon?
Not me. Yeah. But, like, I wonder if, it didn't say anything, but we see other characters come back in Lake of Fire. Listen, Lake of Fire was a time, for those who don't know or don't remember. Like, Russell battles the demons. Andrew Tully brings everyone back. Yes, Matt?
If the Devil's Thickest Demon isn't in this movie, I'm not going to theaters to watch it. I'll wait for video on demand.
She's probably not in the movie.
How do you not have Abaddon in a movie about a town named Abaddon and a hotel named Abaddon?
Because they might not know who she is.
Well, they're dumb.
Not everyone has connections to the wrestling world like we do.
They should.
I don't disagree. But they don't.
They should.
But it's fine. But yeah, Lake of Fire, like, Russell sacrifices himself against Andrew Tully because he's like the angel of God and Andrew Tully's the devil. And it was a whole fucking thing. Because Vanessa gets her throat fucking slit in the basement before Russell shows up and saves the day. And they all come back to life and like, hey, Russell, he saved us. Oh my God, thank you so much. And then he's chilling with the people in the first movie in the afterlife. It's really fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it was really dumb.
I liked the play aspect of it. But like, that's yeah. The first one's the best one, like hands fucking down.
Yeah.
Second one's pretty good. The third one again takes a turn. And I haven't seen Carmichael Manor, so but I do like a good origin story. We are
I wonder how that's going to be found footage though. So I feel like at the time of the Carmichael Manor they didn't have footage to be found.
I don't know. My understanding of it is still found footage, but again, I don't know. It's Google.
It is Google. It's IMDbable.
It is IMDb. Doesn't
LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor. Why is there the fucking clown in there?
He's everywhere, bro.
Found footage horror.
Hey. So I'm intrigued as to why the fifth one they said, nah, fuck this. It's what made you famous, Stephen, however the fuck you pronounce your last name. Teddy? I don't know. I know what. Yeah, that guy. Steven. Yeah. Okay, my last thing before we get to the movie you made me watch.
Wow. Sorry for giving you horror culture.
No, it's fine. I more so say it like that because this last thing. Matt, what's something you keep hearing things about that you don't believe is going to be made?
Friday the 13th, the TV show Camp Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake series. We have a Pamela Voorhees now.
Supposedly.
You know. No, officially. Not supposedly. Officially. Linda Cardellini will be Pamela Voorhees. Now,
I feel like we talked about this.
No, you sent it to me and we never talked about it because I checked my notes.
Okay. Because I fucks with Linda Cardellini.
Yes. Same. She's beautiful.
Listen, you guys haven't made the show yet. Little piece of advice. At some point in your writing process,
they're not going to make her topless.
No, but no. Have Linda find the Necronomicon.
Trailer where it's not real. They don't have a trailer yet.
They haven't even shot a scene yet.
They just have Linda Cardellini, which I feel like is enough.
That's it.
I feel like
it's really not.
I mean, well, okay, so hold on. A little bit more info. Not a ton, just a smidge. Again, I just wanted to put this in here because I couldn't fucking find anything else. I was like, this will piss him off a little bit. Then it's not real. It's real. Damn it. It's real.
I don't know, Rick, you're looking really good for that best friend award. You just said you put this in here to piss me off and then laughed at me about it.
Because you keep believing it's not going to be made, and it's going to be made. You just don't believe in me.
I do believe in you. I don't believe in this. Because they've been
lying I believe in this, ergo.
It was supposed to be released like 3 years ago.
Did they have a Pamela then? No. Did they make false promises to people? Yes. That's their
3 years, and all we have is a Pamela cast.
Yeah, but it's A24 and Peacock. It's like it's gonna be good
if they ever make it.
When it gets made, it's an expanded prequel, obviously, of the first Friday the 13th. Why should any of us believe it? It's just taking off the screen. So Pamela is believed to be a mother who had given up a singing career to raise a special needs child and takes a dark turn when she loses her son. Yeah, you heard that correctly.
So, I'm not going to say that I'm. Hold on. Pause. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that I am a Friday the 13th historian because I don't have a degree to prove that. However, I have done extensive research into the Friday the 13th series. Maybe not some of the comics. Maybe that's somewhere in the comics. I've dug a little bit. Not once in all of my findings have I ever seen that Pamela Voorhees could sing.
She does now. She does now. What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing, because the movie's not, or the show's not coming out, so I don't have to worry about it. It won't be canon.
It's going to be made. I'm going to be on Bloody Disgusting's fucking neck for the next few months finding information about this fucking show.
Just reach out, clip this, reach out, send it to him, be like, I need your help.
I'm contacting somebody. I don't know who. I'm getting to the bottom of this shit. It's going to be made. And when it does get made...
It's going to be May.
in a few weeks. And when it does eventually get made, I would like a I'm sorry from all of you.
The best you're going to get is I was wrong. But as of right now, I don't think I am.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
But hey,
right.
Linda Cardellini, I mean, so far to date, the most attractive Mrs. Voorhees. This is like going from Sally Fields to Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. Like, shout out.
That was a pretty good, like, Aunt May had a pretty good stint, I do say. Like, yeah.
I mean, Marissa Tomei, yeah.
Well, Sally Field was fine. Obviously, Tomei, because young, hot Aunt May, but, like, Sally Field was fine.
Yeah, she was fine. She also played Martha in DC, and I don't like when you double dip like that.
What?
She was Martha, Superman's mom in the DCU, and I don't like when you double dip like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Sally Field. I don't know. She can do no wrong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this week, that one, shit, Matt, made her, Katie, watch horror classic from 1981, An American Werewolf in London, directed by John Landis, who is famous for many things, including the Thriller music video and a couple of their Michael Jackson music videos. What'd you think, Katie?
So, did you know this movie won an Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyling?
Did not.
Do you think it's deserved?
In 1981, abso-fucking-lutely.
I said the same thing. Yeah, but you didn't think I would agree with that, huh?
No, I did.
So, like, how do we go about this here? I didn't write, like, spits and swallows. I kind of just, like, wrote things.
Okay. I also did the same thing. I did add, like, a spit or swallow here or there, but let's start where we start, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, the most bro-ish locker room discussion. You know, boys will be boys talk about this girl that our protagonist wants to sleep with as they walk to the Slaughtered Lamb, which is a pub in a small, cozy little town outside of London, full of very unwelcoming guests.
Hey, go fuck everybody in that pub.
And it was like and I've talked about this. So, like, when I took Kate to that strip club for our anniversary, and it was like the worst strip club ever, and we walked in and the music stopped and everyone turned and looked at us. Real life, what happened in this movie? Because they walked in and everyone stopped talking, drinking, laughing, and just stared at the
guy missed his dart throw.
He was not happy about that.
Real pissed.
That, you know, so we talked, right? Like, we talked about, like, all of the red flags that I ignored going to the strip club. Our boys here also ignoring red flags. Red flag number 1, everyone stops and stares at you when you walk in. Red flag number 2, they have nothing to serve you to drink.
Well, nothing hot.
But we'll make tea.
But we'll make you tea.
Red flag number 3, Pentangle? Which apparently the only difference between a pentangle and a pentagram is one has a circle around it and the other doesn't.
Well, this was also to ward off the Wolfman.
Well, 5-pointed star on the wall. It is the mark of the Wolfman from Universal Horror stuff. Like, you see it on his hand and all of that. Patrons don't like when they asked about it, and they get very upset and kick them the fuck out of the bar. But were kind enough to be like, hey, good luck, stay on the road, and avoid the moon.
Stay on the roads, beware of the moors. They were told that multiple times. Guess what they don't do?
First spit is when you go into a bar with a pentangle on the wall and a bunch of patrons who are cagey as fuck telling you don't leave the road and stay the fuck out of the moors, you don't immediately then go into the moors and leave the road.
No, it's because they were pussyfooting around, whistling and having a jolly old time, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't stay on the road."
David and Jack, dumbasses. Jack gets killed, ladies and gentlemen. Jack's dead.
Just immediately.
David gets a scratch. Town folks show up. They save him, scaring the wolf off, but not killing it. And he wakes up 3 weeks later from a scratch in a hospital in London with an extremely horny nurse taking care of him.
They killed the wolf.
I don't think they killed it. I think they shot it and it ran off.
No, they shot it because when he's going out of consciousness, he looks over and sees the naked man with bullet holes in his body.
Well, because my understanding is when you kill the wolf that attacks you, then the curse is broken.
But he already bit him.
Yeah, but when you kill the wolf that bit you, the curse is broken.
Not according to Jack. Every type of movie like this and vampires and all of the things, they have different lore. Nothing is consistent. I don't know.
So we're in a hospital in London 3 weeks later with a horny nurse. And it's not even the one that you probably think I'm talking about. It's the one that openly admits to the nurse that we're going to get to know later that she checked out David's junk while he was asleep. And then the doctor overheard her and kicked her out.
Fucked up. Illegal.
That's illegal.
Mind you.
Yeah. No, that's illegal.
That's a crime.
Yeah.
Arrest her.
Though if we have any nurses listening, I want to know how many of you, you don't out yourselves, but just like make a burner account. Let us know how often do you guys scope out your patient's genitals. I'm curious.
If they're a good nurse, never.
We listen, but we don't judge.
No, we judge because that's a crime.
So my only experience with Scotland Yard, I feel like, is from the Sherlock Holmes stuff.
Okay.
These Scotland Yard detectives kind of seem stupid.
Well, I mean, based off history that I know about Scotland Yard, because, like Jack the Ripper type shit, Scotland Yard was trying to find him. They never did. They're not very good at their jobs. Which I don't understand. Well, the one, lieutenant was Sergeant McManus, or whatever the fuck his name is. He was like, I don't know, I kind of believe him. He's saying there was a wolf. I kind of believe the guy. And then his boss was just like, no, you're all stupid. No, it was a crazy lunatic man attacking this guy.
Because that's what the town folks said, and we're just gonna believe the crazy dudes and female bartender with the pentangle on the wall who sent these two men, because one's dead and one's alive, out into the wilderness on a full moon, knowing that there's a werewolf out there. So as David's recovering with Nurse Price, who is slowly, falling under Florence Nightingale syndrome and flirting with him. What?
Okay. Florence Nightingale.
Look it up. Florence Nightingale syndrome. It's when a nurse or a doctor falls in love with their patient while taking care of them.
I mean, I believe that was a real thing. I didn't know that name.
It does. I'm here to educate, ladies and gentlemen. He's having nightmares of him running through the woods naked, eating deers, nightmares of his family and Nurse Price getting killed by monsters, and then visions of a mauled Jack who repeatedly shows up throughout the show, or movie, more and more decomposed every time we see him. Who's talking to him, warning him about the transformations, all sorts of stuff. Speaking of Nurse Price, there's also there's a kids ward, and for some reason she's like, we keep seeing her in the kids ward hanging out with the kid who just says no, and I'm pretty sure another kid came up and smacked her on the ass at one point.
Oh, I did not pay that much attention to that. If that happened, I wouldn't be surprised based off of this movie. Would not be surprised.
Did you not enjoy this movie, Katie?
It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
But just like,
one thing I guarantee we can agree on. We're almost there. Far better Werewolf than Ginger Snaps.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Okay. Yeah, no, Nurse Price, again, flirty with David. David gets discharged, and she's like, hey, why don't you come live with me?
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, in what world? In what fucking world do you
London.
think that's okay, Alex?
London.
In
London, we just take in Americans, and we let them live with us after nursing them back to health. Not just that, but like all of the tension that's been building from her taking care of him. Very first night, they shower together and have sex.
Yep.
She has let us know that she has had 7 lovers. 3 of them were one-night stands, and she is not in the habit of taking in American strays. And I thought strays was poignant because he's a wolf.
Because he's a
She doesn't know that
basically.
yet, but he's also, Jack's a creeper because he pops in post-coitus to have a little chat with naked David in the bathroom.
Like, this movie could have gone so many different ways, and here we are.
The doctor who has been taking care of Jack, David, finally, after many discussions and things, is like, you know what? I'm gonna go look into this whole thing of like he was attacked by something, and it wasn't a crazy maniac because his injuries aren't really consistent with being attacked by a crazy man. So, like, let me go look into this, right?
Now, on that, has legit claw marks on his chest. Yes, that were tended to by the townsfolk. Regardless, claw marks on his chest. And they said, must have been a fucking lunatic who did it to him. Must have been.
My thought was lunatic female because I have also had claw marks on my chest. I didn't look like Berto and Garza or Berto and Angel, all right? Well, it's Berto Correa, so yeah. I wasn't wrong, but to clarify,
it's just the way you
Angel
said
Garza.
it, and then you immediately clarified. Well, okay, again, different between the claw marks you're talking about. Those are scratches. These were gashes.
True.
And they said, must have been a fucking lunatic. That's who did it.
Townsfolk trying to hide their werewolf problem. Also very unfriendly to the doctor, who, you know, I mean, he's not a local, but he's at least British. The dude who missed his dart throw finally is like, yeah, bro, there's a fucking werewolf. And the other dude's like, shut the fuck up. Stop telling people about our werewolf.
There's a fucking werewolf.
You need to leave.
It's so crazy. Like, how did we get here?
So she has to go to work after, you know, their little sexy time. And David's stuck at the house. And listen, I've got some problems with David.
Okay. Please.
Well, because we're watching this montage of him like going around her house, looking through all of her shit. At one point, he walked to the front door, he opened the front door, and then he left the front door open and went back into the living room.
Yeah. No,
why did we leave the front door? Why are you leaving the front door of someone else's house open, even if you're in the house?
I couldn't tell you. Because he sucks.
There's also the transformation, right? What?
It made me uncomfortable.
Because you don't like body horror. But if you can get past the I don't like body horror part, you have to admit, from all of the werewolf transformations that you have probably seen on film, especially it being practical effects,
which I do love,
had to be one of the coolest werewolf transformations you've seen. It's 40 years later, still holds up.
Yeah, I know. Like, it was very well done. It's, again, I don't like body horror. Freaks me out. It makes me cringe. Like that motion, which I did the entire time watching it. But it was very well done. Specifically, like when it came to like his face, that was very well done. And again, I do love practical effects.
Yeah,
because they're fucking goated, and they did a good job. Again, deserved Academy Award, best makeup and hairstyling. I don't really understand the hairstyling part, but like makeup,
it was a fucking wolf. Katie.
I meant just like the category in general.
Everywhere.
I meant just like the category in general, like you know, like makeup makes sense.
The transformation does kind of come out of nowhere, though. Like, yeah, no, Jack's been warning us about it, but like, it just kind of happened, you know.
I did not watch The Substance. I wanted to, but then I realized it was body horror, and
whew, a lot of nudity in that one. None in this one really. Not even during the shower and sex scenes. Not. You
get a little titty. Little titty.
Looks very painful, like we talked about. Then after he, you know, we'll get into the kills at the end, but you know, he kills some people. He wakes up naked in a zoo in the wolf enclosure.
And he's like, no, nothing's wrong at all.
He destroyed the enclosure, left from where he wrecked it, and also left that open too. So now the wolves can escape their enclosure. So he left her front door open and the wolf enclosure door open. Were you raised in a fucking barn?
He was raised by wolves, Matt.
Then like
it was right there, dude.
Honestly, like for Katie, it might be the most uncomfortable scene in this entire movie for me.
When he lured a child to the bushes?
Yes! Naked man hiding in the bushes, luring a child over to steal the balloons to cover himself up so he could run away. But like,
I literally have luring a child to the bush is wild. ...
Naked man in a bush luring a child to steal his balloons.
Like, what the fuck?
So here's a fun thing. It's a John Landis thing. So in the subway, as one of our people that we're going to talk about that gets killed is being stalked, there is a poster for a nonstop orgy, also known as See You Next Wednesday. And that is a poster that is in a lot of John Landis movies. It's kind of like a running gag. And it is also playing at the theater.
Yeah, I kind of...
That we go to later.
Had a feeling. Also, See You Next Wednesday. See You Next Tuesday was right there. And I know he did that on purpose probably, but like, come on. Come on. It's an English thing.
So that is there. David's transformation. Oh yeah, after the transformation, and there's Price shows back up, and they're hanging out, and he doesn't know what's going on and why he woke up naked with the wolves and shit. They're like, yeah, we're gonna go see the doctor, and we're gonna go figure out what's wrong with you. And then he hears that 6 people got killed, and he's like, I did that, and freaks the fuck out.
I gotta go.
And instead of like, I don't know about you, Katie, but I feel like if I found out that I blacked out, possibly turned into a werewolf, and murdered 6 people, the first place I'm going is to a doctor to find out what the fuck is wrong with me. I'm not running away from that opportunity.
Also, like, the doctor and Nurse Alex were like, oh, we're gonna call the cops too. Like, they will be there when we take you to the doctor. But no, David wants to freak out and jump out of a cab and be angry and be like, pay the man, and run away. Like,
and then tries to get himself arrested anyway.
And he failed miserably.
Horribly. So then he goes to a porno theater because
that's where Jack was telling him to go.
Yeah.
Again.
In the movie itself, a dude walks in yelling, and neither the woman on the bed nor the dude she's having sex with know who he is. So then he just leaves.
Yeah. And like,
I really enjoy. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed that. I
was just like, I don't understand those. Like,
what's going on here? I don't know who you are. Oh, all right.
Oh, he must be talking to you. Now I don't know who that is either. Oh, okay. Leaves. Okay, whatever. What the fuck?
And then, so there was a young couple, right?
That he murdered.
There was the dude in the subway.
Mm-hmm. And then 3 random people we don't get to see him kill.
3 random homeless people we did not get to see him kill.
Yeah.
He gets to meet all of them in the movie theater, or the ghosts of all of them. Jack brings friends to the porno theater.
Just
to confront their murderer for therapy reasons.
Just guys.
Then he transforms in the theater. I'm assuming murders all of the patrons.
Probably.
Murders all of the patrons who didn't escape. Ends up, breaking out of the theater as the cops are trying to stop him. All hell breaks loose in Piccadilly Circus. That's what it's called.
There you go.
Apparently is a part of London.
That's a real place.
People are crashing cars and getting run over, and the werewolf's biting people's heads off. They corner the werewolf in an alley. Alice somehow breaks past all of the cops who are pointing guns down the alley to talk to him and to confess that she loves him because he confessed his love for her earlier after he found out he was a werewolf. And miraculously, ladies and gentlemen, apparently London has the best fucking sharpshooting cops in all the world in 1981 because they fired a shit ton of bullets down that alley and hit the werewolf and not the woman standing in front of the werewolf. Missed her with every single bullet.
They also only hit him maybe twice. That's also besides the fact. That car wreck he fucking causes is insane.
Yes.
Causes major car wrecks. Car wreck as werewolf. Some dude gets run over is literally what I have. I was not expecting some random guy to just get run over. Best sharpshooters in all of London.
I don't remember seeing a single cop when I was out there, so I cannot confirm. Well, listen, I don't know if the cops in London are the same as the cops in America, but I'm glad you didn't have any run-ins, Reek.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing. Yeah. There's a few other things we didn't talk about that I also have written down.
Like what?
Shout out to the Muppets for being on TV. Little Muppets shout out. I was like, oh, that's fun. Okay. I appreciated that. You were talking about his David's nightmares. Why were they mutant war zombies?
Because David didn't.
They literally reminded me of. Do you remember in? Fuck, I don't remember which Resident Evil it is. When they're in the dome and they're in the Russia part.
I think that's 4.
That's what I thought too. That's those zombies gave me
the German zombies.
Yes, that's what these look like.
The early 40s German zombies. Yeah.
You're telling me the mutant zombies David dreamt of murdering his entire family.
I'm agreeing with you. They looked a lot like early 40s German soldiers.
Yeah. Also, when he's having his weird nightmare things, the camera work they do, as him as the werewolf, very well done. I love camera work. Very fun. And then the music choices. The one that knows. I love it. Blue Moon. I put Blue Moon, haha, werewolf equals moon. Because I thought that was going to be the only one, the only song. No. There was also Moon Dance and then Bad Moon Rising.
I was gonna say Bad Moon Rising. Yeah.
I love when movies do that shit. It's very fun. It's very fun for me.
So we've kind of already talked about all the kills. Jack gets ripped to shred in the moors by the original werewolf.
The original werewolf gets shot, even though Matt doesn't believe me.
There is a young couple who decided to go the back way through the house to surprise their friend, and they get mauled by David Wolf.
David Wolf.
Yeah.
David R. Wolf.
Then 3 hobos down by the river, not in a van, down by the river, just down by the river.
Just down by the river.
Murdered, but we don't get to see it. I mean, surprisingly, not a whole lot of blood and gore in this one. Like,
I was actually
what it could have been
with it being a werewolf movie.
Yeah.
You know, was this guy in the subway before the hobos?
No, the guy in the subway was last.
I don't remember the order. I just remember all of them.
Commuter eating in the subway.
You know, just normal
on
things.
his evening commute. Handful of porno theater patrons and staff. And then obviously what we talked about there at the end, the massacre in Piccadilly Circus, people running over, a policeman or somebody gets decapitated as David breaks out and bites his head off, which starts the ruckus that causes the car crashes and just the insanity in Piccadilly Circus. I just like saying Piccadilly Circus.
Piccadilly Circus. Also,
it's a
could you
weird
describe
name for an area.
sir?
I did. Like, the cars are crashing, people are getting run over,
Really?
and
You didn't get the reference? Breakfast
no, I
Club?
didn't. Oh,
Come on.
I just watched that too.
I was out there and I heard a ruckus. Could you describe the ruckus?
Describe the ruckus? Yeah.
That's come on.
Calm
Damn it.
down, John Bender.
I love John Bender.
And then, of course, David, after having the nurse that he has known for less than a month confess her love to him, shot twice to death.
Also, they must have been like
cops.
curving those fucking bullets.
Shout out to Wanted.
What is that movie with James McAvoy and
Wanted? Shout out to Wanted, yeah.
You said it fast. I couldn't understand you.
How did you feel about this, Katie?
Overall, not bad.
I will tell you this. This is far better than what you would have seen if you had watched American Werewolf in Paris. Also, fuck Peacock. So apparently Peacock gets versions of movies that are edited for TV and then releases them instead of on their app in their edited form instead of the actual movie itself. So when I was watching American Werewolf in Paris, which I have seen before,
okay,
I was like, there's supposed to be boobs here, and there are no boobs. And I went and researched, and there were definitely boobs there. And I'm like, what happened? And then I found out it was because Peacock got the edited for TV version that they aired on TV, and then they just posted that. And that is not what streaming apps are for.
They're for boobs, apparently.
They're not just for boobs. I'm just saying, like, don't give me TV edited bullshit, Peacock. Peacock. Speaking of breakfast, these motherfuckers surely have beans with theirs. Yeah.
That is a British thing.
To be fair, Allison, the movie is so bad that yes, the boobs do make or break the story.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we need a Katie scale?
I feel like if we're going to continue doing this at this point, instead of me just asking you,
Katie,
where does this rank?
I do need to write down all the ones I like and kind of how I've liked them. Because, I know for a fact I have a few.
Well, here's what we know. We know From Dusk Till Dawn is number 1, right?
And then Idle Hands is 2.
Wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
We're working on a Katie scale here. Number 1, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
And very bottom, Barricade. So From Dusk Till Dawn is a 10, and Barricade is a 1. Where does An American Werewolf in Paris land on the shit Matt made Katie watch horror scale.
Said 1 is
Barricade.
Okay.
And 10 is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Great movie. Phenomenal. I don't know. It's definitely not the worst thing you've made me watch. So it's not I won't say 1. I do think it's a little better than that. But like David really sucked.
Well, so when we look at the things that I made you watch, like you didn't really like Pet Sematary, but you like Baby Gage.
I fucking love Baby Gage.
You didn't love Pet Sematary 2, but it was better than the first one minus Baby Gage.
Minus Baby Gage.
Hated the original Children of the Corn.
Because it was stupid.
The Children of the Corn 4 was better. So like, are we... And then also around the middle bottom, we still have Night of the Demons 2, which is like I think a 5, like right in the middle.
That is the 5th one, yeah.
Yeah. And then Ginger Snaps just above that. So we're like we in Ginger Snaps territory, like a 6 or 7, or are we down in like the Pet Sematary 2, Children of the Corn 3, 4 area?
I think we're to be in the Children of the Corn 4-ish era.
Okay. So like a 3 or a 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Okay.
Because like it was, I know it's a classic.
It's not even about it being a classic. I'd just say for the practical effects and the transformation alone, I'd give it a 4. If that's the side of the scale you want to have it on.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I was leaning more towards a 4. Good music choice, good makeup, practical effects. I mean, won an award. Come on. The transformation was cool and cringy at the same time. Little things throughout the movie were good. Yeah, I'd give it a 4. And I feel like that's fair.
Now we need to think of a cooler name than the shit Matt made Katie watch horror scale.
It's a very long name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Kind of see. Because you have a scale, don't you?
I do. Will made that scale.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't have a cool, catchy name for mine. We just made this.
Well, we got time.
There's plenty of time.
Let's see what our next movie is, actually. I have it here.
So what I have next, we're not gonna be able to do because I have not watched it yet. I haven't had time.
Oh, I meant next for the Katie Horse Showcase.
Oh, that's Identity.
I think of everything that is on this list, the easiest thing for you to have time to watch by the next show would be It, the made-for-TV movie, and then obviously It Chapter 1 and 2. So 3 movies versus all of the Aliens, all of the Paranormal Activities, 4 Insidiouses, or 5 Insidiouses, 4 Wishmasters. We could do The Collector, because that's just The Collector and The Collection. That's 2.
I mean, when you and I talked about this last time, because next is like in 2 weeks is supposed to be Ash vs. Evil Dead, and I obviously don't have time to watch 3 seasons of a show when I'm going to be in Vegas.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. So instead of that, we can do It or The Collector and The Collection.
Yeah, and that'll just be a series thing. It won't be a Katie Horror Showcase because that'll be the next.
Right. No, I just meant what was next for our next Katie Horror Showcase. I was looking at that, and the answer is Identity.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But our next episode will be a franchise review. Would you rather do It or The Collector and The Collection?
I kind of want to do The Collector and The Collection because I haven't seen those in a while.
Okay.
Oh, it means I'm gonna have to rewrite this again. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Fuck. But that's on me. It's fine.
Yeah, this
is
one's
my
not
fault.
on me.
It's just so hard. I'm trying to watch too many things at one time. And another show, and I'm gonna be gone. Because it's the Sunday after I come back. So, the collector. So do you want to like push like Ash vs Evil Dead to like, I don't know, July, August? Because what I have list wise is I'm gonna cross this off. 2 weeks, the collector and the collection, and then Katie Horror Showcase, Identity, Panel.
Yep.
Katie Horror Showcase, Phantasm.
Yep.
Trigger Trivia Season 2, Episode 2.
Yep.
So that's June.
Which we're doing really cool shit for you guys for, and I got something to show you when we get off here.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're making things different for trivia. Him, I'm the guinea pig. Then after trivia is Katie Horror Showcase, Nightbreed, and then Purge, and then Katie Horror Showcase, Candyman 2, and then Panel. And that's as far as we got when we did this a few months ago.
Yeah. Well, we've got Poltergeist 3, we've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which you don't want to watch. So we're gonna make I'll just edit that later. It's Paranormal Activities coming up. I've got on tap options for the panel. Vampires for Reek.
For specifically
Shark
Reek.
movies for Matt. And huh?
Do I get a pick?
Yeah, sure. Pick one.
Now, are you saying these are the next 3 options, or these are the ones we're doing in this order?
No, next 3 options for them to vote
on. So vampires, shark, and let's do underground / caves.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Katie.
Matt.
How are you?
I'm good. I gotta move all my things around. I gotta reorganize shit. It's fine. See, this is the downfall of writing everything like by hand. And I don't like things being scratched off, and then I have to rewrite them because I have a problem.
All right, Katie. I am going to give you 5 horror movie subgenres, and you are going to blind rank them 1 through 5.
Oh fuck. Okay, Mister. I just watched Sheila Showcase.
Home invasion movies.
2.
Comedy horror.
3.
Haunting movies.
Ooh, I do like haunting. I don't want to. I'm torn. I'll go 1.
Found footage.
Fuck! I knew you were gonna do that, you bastard. 4.
And then number 5 will be Flanagan. No, I'm just kidding. James Wan.
How fucking dare you? Flanagan Universe would never be 5.
If you want more Katie blind rankings and Savannah blind rankings, where can they find that?
Twitch.tv/She Showcase or youtube.com/She Showcase. Yeah. We just had a new episode. I'm pretty proud of the thumbnails I've been making recently. Just saying, pat myself on the back. Very proud of myself. New episode will be out on Wednesday night because your girl goes to Vegas next week. I'm very excited. And make sure you check out the latest Young Kings when it drops, because I'm also on that, talking about all things WrestleMania.
And you guys can follow me on X, Twitter, at Matt Ridders, at my TTRADDR for your wrestling content, at Getting Off this show for your horror content, and everywhere else you will get all things Getting Off and Smackin' Raw, whether you go to TikTok, Instagram, Threads, or Blue Sky, at Smackin' It Raw. On all of those will get you both the Getting Off and Smackin' It Raw content that you are looking for there. What up, Jess? I wish you were here to do Get Your merch, but you were not. He did send me some like Ninja Turtle Jason hockey masks on IG.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll get him on here soon.
Eventually, he'll have a free Sunday. Miss Katie Kinsey, baby. I am the Patron Santa Podcast and the Word Matt Ritter, and you have gotten offed.